Continue in 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 2. Moreover, it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful. Now we covered, moreover, it is required in. Now there's a word in here that we're familiar with, ha. The next that they didn't translate, and that's the definite article, the. And we're talking about the ball thinking in our minds. Each and every person's mind, and each and every, down in the deepest that God is working on and busting up that double-mindedness and giving us a chance to go adversative to God, go our own good and evil crap thinking, or go God's way. Now to be a steward, you got to go God's way and demonstrate that and drop this stuff like a hot potato. Okay? Now the steward, the ball of thinking of the steward comes from this oikonomos, right? This word right here.
Strong's G 3623, oikonomos.
Right? That's the preacher of the gospel, the good news, right? Now the Thayer's Greek lexicon is saying the manager of the household or the household affairs. Now the household of your mind, each and every person's cosmos thinking, the orderly arrangement in the mind, are they staying double-minded? Are they letting this sucker here rule as king of their heart, of their mind? Not their blood pump or their brain, but their mind. That's their good and evil way. I've done it this way all my life and I cannot change. Becoming an old wineskin. Don't do that. If you can help it. Drop this stuff and go God's way. And if you're seeing that in someone else, follow that. Don't follow this thing keeping them in double-mindedness and you in double-mindedness. Because if you do, it'll be like the blind leading the blind. Whether it's a good, man-made religious way or a rebellious way, they're marching and protesting. No. Where you think it's a good way and you're protesting against whatever God's telling you. Stop that bullshit. That's worthless and detestable for getting you back to God. The only way you can do it is drop this stuff and go God's way. No matter what it is. And see that in other people in their mind, the leaders. Now that steward is a manager of the household. Manager of this is God leading, or a manager of the whole congregation. God's leading it through an individual. Amen. Amen. Amen.